What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 122, and today we are bringing a brand new team with some fresh faces and some older faces that if you've been around on the channel for a while, you're probably going to recognize some of these Pokemon. And I will go over that in a second, but we have a couple of other things to talk about first. First of all, our exact record coming into today is 147 and 99. That is a 48 game differential. I feel like we've been stuck there for a while, but that really hasn't been the case because we had a double victory in the last session, so that really wasn't that long ago. So that's that. Again, as I always say at the beginning of every single video, just a friendly little reminder, in case you guys haven't done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that fun stuff, remember it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video. It does help out when you guys do that. That is the only reason that I bother you with this whole spiel every single time, because believe me, it would just be tedious if it didn't mean anything. So there's that, and of course I always encourage you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, specifically if you have suggestions for Pokemon you would like to see on this series, because I do take suggestions from you guys. Usually at least one Pokemon is just from a random comment that I've seen, or a recurring comment. In this case, Nadia the Solomons is making her return today. As per your guys' request, I saw a couple of comments over the last week or so suggesting that she make a return, and here she is. So she's got Wish, Roost, Defog, which I don't want to get rid of because obviously it was quite a hassle to get Defog on a Salamence, and then what did I miss? Dragon Tail is her other move. She's packing the lefties over the Rocky Helmet. Maybe I need to change that mid-session. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Then we have Focus Sash, Combuskin. I think I'm packing the Protect, Swords Dance, Flare Blitz, and Sky Uppercut. Very interesting. Then we have, let's see, I should go in some kind of order here. Then we have Andy the Durant, who you guys have seen several times. He's the Hone Claw set. He's also packing Baton Pass, so we could pass that potentially to Combuskin there. That could be interesting. And I believe I have the Stone Edge as well, just because Talonflame is a thing. So if we can catch it on the Switch, that'd be great. Then we have Scarf, Nidoking, Excalibur is the nickname, not that you'll see it because it's Battle Spot. Really nothing fancy there. I am packing the Flamethrower instead of the T-Bolt. I know Gyarados is very common, but Ferrothorn is also very common, so I opted to go for that. My team, unfortunately, doesn't really have an answer to Gyarados, so we're going to have to kind of improvise when it comes to that. Then we have Marsha the Marshtomp, defensive, physically defensive that is, Scald and Toxic, as well as Stealth Rock are the staple moves there. And then we have Jinx, which is another recurring Pokemon, but we haven't seen her in quite a while. I like to run Choice Scarf on her, but I have Choice Scarf on Nidoking, so I opted to go for the Life Orb this time around. So it's got Lovely Kiss, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Hidden Power Fire, so Ferrothorn could just get destroyed if it wants to switch in. So without further ado, let's actually get into the meat of this episode, and let's find some battles. That's what we're here for after all. You didn't come to just listen to me babble about random things. Sheesh. Oh, alright, so we have someone, I don't even want to try to pronounce the name of that place. It's in Japan, so here we go. Zapdos, Garchomp, Sceptile, Metagross, Weavile, and Hydreigon. So I want to say that's a standard, like, Japanese Battle Spot team, but it's really not. Other than the Zapdos and Garchomp, we have some interesting faces, especially Sceptile. That's not something you see all the time. Although, once we get to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I'm sure it'll be all over the place. Alright, let's see here. He has a little bit of a weakness to rocks, really nothing to speak of. Although I would love to just, like, Dragon Tail and get damage on the Zapdos, and especially that Weavile, too. I really don't have anything for Weavile, do I? I've got Marshtomp, but knockoff is a problem. I mean, I guess I have Nidoking with the Flamethrower. Let's see, what do I want to lead off with? What is he going to lead off with? That's probably what I should be asking myself right now. Garchomp or Weavile, I guess, would be the two leads that I would think of. Garchomp if it's a Scarf Chomp. Garchomp if it's a Scarf Chomp. Okay. Do I really have anything for Scarf Chomp? Not really. Not really. I will lead off with Nidoking, because I have something to hit every single thing on this team super effectively. So that gives me some, I don't know what it gives me. It gives me something. Something is given. I guess I will bring Jinx, and then let's see. Possibly Durant, who's packing the Lumberry. I didn't actually say that earlier, but he is packing the Lumberry. Yeah, I guess we're gonna bring the Durant. So I don't know how I feel about that, but we're gonna give it a go and see what happens here. I feel like my team is a little bit overmatched, but I mean, I've got two not fully evolved Pokemon, so what do you expect? I do have an OU Pokemon though, so I've been trying to do that lately, like at least bring one OU Pokemon. I should be trying to construct this team as if I were trying to construct a mixed tier team, just bring a little bit of everything. So I bring some not fully evolved, I bring some NU, some lower tier stuff, and then like try to bring at least one OU. Even if it's not a standard set, you know, whatever. Just bring something OU to give yourself a chance. You don't need to constantly be at a disadvantage. So Zapdos is out against Nidoking. That's really not a good matchup for him, unless he's packing the HP Ice. These things are usually physically defensive. So that actually makes me a little bit happy, because I can just Ice Beam. My opponent may predict that, but I don't know. I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Beam, see what happens. He's going to leave the Zapdos in to take this Ice Beam. Maybe thinking I'm going to be Life Orb, but I'm not. That does well over half, and we see the Heat Wave come out, and that's not going to kill. No, especially because that's defensive. He does get the burn, though, which is, I don't know if that's going to be important or not. I mean, it does offer some nice passive damage for him. And we are locked into Ice Beam, so I'm going to go for it again here. He's probably going to switch. And he does switch. Let's see who he goes out into. Weavile, maybe? Yep, it is the Weavile. So at the very least, we're going to break a Focus Sash if this thing is carrying it. And, wow, that almost did half. That's kind of crazy. Okay, that's a critical hit. Critical hit? Only did that much to a Weavile? Weavile really doesn't have a lot of bulk behind it. The question is, I don't know what you're going to go for. I would love to keep this Nidoking for that Zapdos, because I don't know what else he has. Is it worth just sacrificing Jinx and then getting a safe switch into Durant? I don't know. I don't know. Durant can take an Ice-type move fairly well. The problem is, I don't outspeed. So I don't think I would have the opportunity to set up a Hone Claws, and that kind of worries me a little bit, but at the same time, yeah, I guess, you know what, we're going to go out into Durant, and we might end up sacrificing him here, but I'm not sure what his other Pokemon is. We might need Nidoking to outspeed it, and that Zapdos is an issue. So he is going to go for the knockoff, predicting the switch, I'm guessing. And there goes our Lumberry, and at this point, I'm just going to go for the Iron Head. But I think a knockoff might just kill me from there. It's going to be close. Yeah, he's going to go for the knockoff again, and that's... we're going to survive with 3, and we get the Iron Head off, but we miss because of Hustle, and that is to be expected. And now we're going to die to an Ice Shard, or a knockoff, or he just decides to go for Ice Punch. That is fine. And... we can't bring in Nidoking. I think we just lost. That lost us the match, because Ice Shard kills Nidoking from that range, and if it doesn't, Burn will. Then we have Jinx, which it will definitely die to a knockoff, so that's a bit unfortunate. I think that's just going to end up being the match. I will go for a Sludge Wave here, but I don't think it's going to matter. Here comes the Ice Shard. No Ice Shard. You don't have Ice Shard on a Weavile? I'm confused. I'm really confused. This is the second time in like 2 days that I've been recording that something like this has happened. Where like a Pokemon that always has a specific priority move just wasn't carrying it. Out comes the Garchomp. Are you Scarf Chomp? Are you Scarf Chomp? I don't know. We do have a chance because we can one-shot the Zapdos from where it's at. The only thing that worries me is that burn. Okay, we're in this. We're in this. I'm going to switch Jinx out here and basically sacrifice it, which is not something that I would like to do, basically, you know, well, not basically, but because I sacrificed Duran already. He just opts to go for the EQ. That should take Jinx out because, yeah, Jinx has absolutely atrocious physical defense. No, he's Life Orb. We may have won this match. What? All because of the Ice Shard? Or it would be even worse. It would be even worse if Burn takes me out, but it can't take me out from there. I mean, it does like 12 or 13%. There's no way. No way. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're going to go for the Ice Beam here. That is going to take this Garchomp out. We know he doesn't have a Yachi Berry because we saw the Life Orb. Down it goes. And Excalibur coming through for us. And, I mean, yeah, we still have 20 HP left. We would survive one more turn of Burn even. So if he has Protect, he's going to have to pull off a double Protect here. This is just a really weird match. He gets the Burn on the Heat Wave, which is, you know, interesting, a 10% chance. And, you know, nothing wrong with that, especially because it's a special attacker. But then to not have the Ice Shard on the Weavile, what could he possibly have? He had Knockoff and Ice Punch. We saw those two. Maybe he had Swords Dance? But then you would think Ice Shard. I mean, I understand not running it because Weavile is such a fast Pokemon. It's got like base 125 speed or something absolutely ridiculous. But what else could you possibly... Low Kick maybe would be the only other like coverage move I would think you could put in that situation. Or that was just a severely bad timing to just, you know, misclick or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, we got the victory. I'm not really going to question it. I think I've questioned it enough for all of us here. So that puts us at a 49 game differential after opening up with a win. So I'll take that. Even though we sacrificed 2 out of 3 of our Pokemon, we still get the win just by spamming Ice Beam, basically. That's Battle Spot for you, I guess. So let's see here. We have a chance to get to that 50 game differential, which has been a little bit elusive lately. Not gonna lie. It's been a bit of an elusive thing. We've had a couple of opportunities to get it, and we've just let it slip through our fingers. Yes. Battle Spot's taken a while to find us an opponent. It is 4:30 in the afternoon. We've got another Japanese player here. Alright, wow, high rating compared to where we are at, and this is an interesting team. Pinsir, that's something cool to see. Aegislash, Rotom, Heat, and then Breloom, Garchomp, and Sylveon, all pretty common things to have. Let's see here. Breloom, Sash Breloom is somewhat of a popular lead. So that makes me want to lead off with Durant because I have the Lum. I can set up a Hone Claws and then possibly take it out with a... Well, no, I can't because I'd have to hit 2 moves in a row. And that's not going to happen because of the Focus Sash. Anyway, I'm just kind of talking to myself here. I don't have anything else that's immune to sleep, do I? No. No, I do not. Alrighty, looking at the rest of this team... I might actually want to just lead off with the Combuskin. It kind of poops on a lot of this team. With the exception of Garchomp and Rotom. So we can bring Combuskin. I would like to get Rocks up for that Pinsir too. That could be something. That could definitely be something. But I don't see Marshtomp doing a whole lot to the rest of this team. Actually, no. No, we'll go ahead and bring Marshtomp. And then... What else? What else is the question? Nidoking, possibly. Again, being the saving grace. Alright, let's bring the Nidoking. Scarf Nidoking is just so good on Battle Spot. Takes care of that Sylveon. It could take care of the Pinsir. It can take care of the Aegislash, depending. Garchomp, if it's not Scarf. Alright, so we are bringing Combuskin and Marshtomp on the same team, as well as Nidoking, again. So, there always seems to be, like, in these sessions, there's always that one Pokemon that comes in most of the battles. I don't know. It doesn't always repeat itself throughout the session in each individual episode, but, like, last time, Frank was in, like, almost every single battle, it seemed like. So we have... What is this? Pinsir, who does have priority, and that scares me a little bit. But we have a Focus Sash, so we are okay here. We could set up a Protect to try to outspeed this thing. If I go for a sword, yeah, if I go for a Swords Dance, that's the thing. If I go for a Swords Dance, now he could just switch out too because of the type advantage, or disadvantage, I should say. Why can't I talk? Oh my goodness. But if I go for Flare Blitz, I am already, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one. So if I go for Swords Dance and he attacks, he still has Quick Attack, which would destroy my life. So I will go for the obvious move, which is Protect. And he is going to stay in and Mega Evolve. Okay, so this seems like it was the right move. Although he may switch out now, you know, with me getting my speed boost. I don't know. The mind games. Too many things are going through my head. Maybe I'm overthinking it. He opts to just go for the return straight away. And that's actually fine by me. Now we may see the Quick Attack come out if he wants to stay out. I don't think he's going to go for the return because he knows Flare Blitz is going to kill. But I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz anyway. If we can get rid of Mega Pinsir, that'd be great. He does opt to go for the Quick Attack. And that is going to bring us down to Sash. So it's going to be a double KO if I'm not mistaken. Unless this Pinsir has more bulk that I'm giving it credit for. Because Combuskin is pretty darn powerful. And, yep, that's going to be a double KO. So, you know what? I will gladly trade my Combuskin for a Mega Pinsir. Absolutely. That's a fantastic trade for me. At this point, Nidoking has something to hit everything except for Rotom Wash. Or not Rotom Wash, Rotom Heat. So that feels like that would put me in a good position. Although Marshtomp. Let's bring out the Marshtomp. Let's bring out the Marshtomp, and let's see what he wants to do here. He's going to bring out the Breloom. And that's not good. And I don't think I can do anything about it, because if I switch and he spores, I lose. Although, he's just been, he's made it pretty clear that he wants to just play as obvious as possible. But so have I. I've made very obvious plays as well. We're both kind of just doing the safe thing. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's, you know, how you win matches. Sometimes you need to take risks. I guess the amazing players and the players that are very successful are the ones that just have a knack for figuring out when to play safe and when to take risks. Now, am I going to be real and stay out on a Breloom? Because that just seems stupid to me. But again, what I'm saying is if I switch and he spores, I lose. I guess I just have to stay in and Scald. He's just going to go for the Bullet Seed, so we are going to die here. And actually, Bullet Seed would probably take out Nidoking as well. And if he's Focus Sash, this is over, pretty much. Now, I think that a Sludge Wave would one-shot a Breloom because its special defense is bad. So, we need to try to prepare here. What would his other Pokemon be? We'd have to just take a guess. If it's Sylveon and I go for Ice Beam, I lose. If it's Garchomp and I go for Sludge Wave, I lose. So we really just need to get lucky. And if it's Rotom, I think I lose either way because I cannot one-shot it without the help of a crit. So we're in a little bit of a dicey predicament, and of course all of that goes out the window if this thing is sashed, which most of them are. So I think we need to just accept defeat here and accept that my opponent just has the better team. We'll go for the Sludge Wave and see what happens. And yep, there's the Sash. Can we get a Poison or something? That'd be awesome. Nope, he's gonna go for the Spore, and that is pretty much going to end the match. Unless, for some reason, he only gets 2 hits on Bullet Seed, it doesn't kill. And then we wake up on the second turn, and he has Sylveon as his last Pokemon. A lot of this has to go our way here. A lot of this has to go our way. He's opting to go for the Mach Punch. That had to be a misclick. That had to be a misclick, because now we have the opportunity to wake up here. Why would you not go for Bullet Seed? Look how much Mach Punch did. It's a resistant hit. That's a bit confusing. We are still asleep. Here comes the Bullet Seed, and that should finish us off. No, he goes for the Rock Tomb. Okay, so our speed is going to be lowered here. And I'm having a hard time figuring out what exactly they're doing. We're going to wake up this turn and take out the Breloom. So if it is Sylveon, despite our speed being lower, because we're Choice Scarf, we're just at regular speed, we outspeed Sylveon. Depending on what kind of spread it is, we could potentially get a victory here. This is just mind-boggling. Why you would play like that? It is Sylveon! Okay, we have a shot. Oh my goodness. I made the right call. But we've been weakened severely. Not severely, but you know, we're at about 45% of our max health. What are the chances that a Sylveon's going to get one-shotted? Let's be real here. Sylveon is as thick can be. Maybe you're physically defensive. That's pretty common. Pulling out the Sludge Wave. Oh my goodness, I am... Oh my gosh, so close! And he pulls out the Psyshock! I thought we had that there for a minute. I was about to say this is a nail biter, and like my blood pressure has risen through the roof. 2 matches that I did not think were going to be close. I thought we were going to lose both of them for sure. We ended up winning the first one and coming very, very close to winning this last one. Although the curious play of my opponent kind of played into that. I don't know if he or she was just trying to make it close or what. But mission accomplished. That was close. There were some good matches. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember, we have 2 more episodes with this team before we change things up. It seems like people have figured that out, and we'll, like, in the 3 episodes that we have with each team before I, change things, the first one with the new team always has, like, way more views than the other one. And I don't like to put a whole bunch of stock into views because I don't really care that much. It's not that important to me. I just find it interesting. Same thing with, like, the showdown sessions. Way more people watch the first part. It makes me think, are you just watching to, like, I don't know, get the teams and see what I'm using to, like, copy it or something? I don't know. It's just something I thought about. It's probably not what it is at all because people like to see new things. So, hey, doesn't matter. I don't care. As long as you guys are enjoying the content, I don't care which episodes you're watching. I just like hanging out with you guys. I like getting your suggestions and feedback. And we all share our love for Pokemon. That is the important thing. That is why I do this, really. So that is that. That's it for today. We're going to try to, yet again, break that 50-game differential tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Or not tomorrow, whenever the next video goes up. Could be tomorrow. Who knows? But I will see you all next time. So until then, game on.